With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
Yes, an onside kick to start the game. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. He'll get this complete to Walter Payton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
52's the mic.
Again, Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 70, Indy. Right here. You don't know no better. Jim, who draw corkers? Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go. Go. Hey, high 7. Now. Choose the mic. Check 52's the mic. Man, I got you.
Manning now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Go. Go. Now.
Throwing on second and long. Manning, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Charlie. 52, Mike 52. Watch the slap. Yo, go. Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
Now Manning. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, that's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to rifle, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to sweetness, Walter Payton, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You don't cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, John Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. To throw again on second down. Wilson, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd? And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as the Ravens push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A first throw for the backup Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, dog. Shit. 80 weapon. Smooth.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey!
Working from the gun, Manning. And Manning intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 27-yard line.
Move 15.
Mike 52 right here. 52. I got it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. In your face. Yep. Watch 52. All day, baby. All day, baby. All day. Bravo. Mike 5-2. Mike 5.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
60 or. Come on. Hey, box drop. Yes. Not here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the set.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Go. 52.
On first down, Manning. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Evan Ingram was the intended target. And it's second down.
Exit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go.
To throw, it's Manning. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Look at me. Zipper, get it.
From the gun, it's Manning. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Where's 52?
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
It got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Good job.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, 81 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Echo. Hey.
Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught by Jackson. There he goes right side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 62 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over.
Come on, Ravens, let's go!
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
14, got it.
Don't say nothing. No, check that. We got one small two right here. 52. Here we go. Check, 52's the mic. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
Come on, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, seam 6.
Check curls.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
You got nothing. Mike 52.
From the gun, Manning. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rob Woodson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, you're on the
First down.
36 power.
They go play action here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Check that. Well, Mike 52 right here.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Stenerud now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Smooth. Mike 48. All day. Go. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. Hey, Delta. 5.
Operating from the gun. Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
48, 48, Mike. 48, Mike. 48.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Ravens got first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, Ryan Shazier got in that time. The first-round pick of 2014.
Wilson, 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On third down, Wilson flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bravo. Look at me. Zipper.
Exit, exit.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 52.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get him, boy.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Get it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Now this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Check. Go, go. Ready?
Now Manning. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ready. Mike 52, 61, matchbox lights. Check three. Hey, exit. Go.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Come off the ball hard.
Let go.
Manning to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
Break.
Record. Titans Ringo.
Hey, orbit. Hey.
We got four. 5-2.
Let's go.
5-2.
Back to throw. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Ready, break.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, wahoo. Hey.
To throw is Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Hey, lock it.
It's gonna be a long day. Switch.
Yep. Get it.
Manning indeed going for it on 4th. Now in desperation, that's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Fine, 90.
52. It's our time. It's our time.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Ingram again. There goes Mark Ingram. That one good for 37 yards. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Hey, here I come, here I come, here I come, here I come.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, switch.
2 draw porkers. Yes, yes.
No, no, no.
Hey, hey, high 7. Go.
55, Mike 55. Rip left, rip left.
Steve Griffin.
On first down, Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Come on,
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare, flare. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, Echo.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Tight down. There you go.
Roll out. Get wide. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Kill it, motion.
Snap.
To throw, it's Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Squeeze. Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's how we ball.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball. Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. And some room to work. Michael Vick, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Vick, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check Mike 33. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Mike check 33. 33. Let's go, D.
Yo, go. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike check 33. 33. You run. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You can't block me.
Go.
You can't block me.
Working from the gun, Manning. Past the 20. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Check Mike 33. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Mike check 33. 33. Let's go, D.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey!
33.
Bravo!
That's the pass. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Mike check 33. 33. Here we go.
From the 29, Jackson steps away. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Here we go. 65th turn.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And an alley, and it's a foul. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll begin to drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Saquon Barkley deep to return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Too Tall Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 78 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Go. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Right here, right here. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Watch the come.
Hey, exit.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, over.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, check Mike 33.
Shotgun now for Manning. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Hey, wahoo. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, check.
Hey, Haywood. You ain't going nowhere. Go.
Now Manning again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, high 7. On the ball. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Michael Vick. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Vick to throw it. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Vick readies to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
70, Indy. 61, Matchbox, White. Hey, Echo.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Yo, go.
Throwing on first down is Manning. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
Go.
Hey, 1 second. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. You better bring it.
And that'll set them back 5.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, Team 6. Hey.
Motion.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54, Mike.
On the ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes through, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. It's caught by Jackson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning.
Watch the screen.
And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Let's go, D. Big series.
You draw Corker.
Hey, watch it.
5.
Check. Mike 55.
Big grip.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Watch Mike.
Hey, get in the weight room.
They'll start here with Jackson, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go. Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I'm here all day.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Yep. 54. Now.
Manning now on first down. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 26, check 26.
Yo, back hit it.
They'll run here with Bo. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
49, check 49, check 49. Kill. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
55, Mike 55. Hey, just
They do go for it. It's Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come to my work. We want it. Come. Hey, zoom. Check. He's coming. We got double to go.
Operating from the gun. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Come on, switch it. Check hot route. Hot.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Ready.
Mike 54.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Kill.
Break 3. 218, chopper.
Hey, alert 3.
Yes. Hey, exit. Go.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing now is Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
1st and 10 at the
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Manning, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Get it.
23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Come on, D. Shoot.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with the first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Shazier, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At 70, Indy.
Ricky. Check. Slam.
6'6", bullet high.
Joker.
Now.
Banjo.
Hey, wahoo.
Banjo.
Look at me, zipper.
Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, tight.
Now.
On first down, Manning. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Go.
55. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Manning now on first down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Come on, let's go. Check 13. Check. Hey, high 7.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Mike 55, Mike.
Ready?
On first and 10, here's Manning.
Man up, D.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Get that quarterback, D-Mon.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Steps away to his left. Sheds off the tackle. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry, hurry.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Manning, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
On the ready.
2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He's gone.
He's coming, double up. He's crashing.
Here's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. So more With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready, 2, 6, 1. Let's go. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3 down.
Michael Vick, he's going to go. Touchdown, Chicago.
There we go.
Michael Vick, yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Bears 7, Titans nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Titans take over.
Let's go,
first and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? HG Gator.
42's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check safety, check safety.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Switch, switch.
Go.
You.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
Hey.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, Mike's 42.
Let's go.
On first down, Manning. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown. Titans. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
You're trash, you're trash.
Check 37, check 37. Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Let's go. Mike, Mike, 2. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it,
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now, and he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, Vic. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Vic. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Shazier. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm trying to collect. You draw quarters.
Check 3, check 3.
6. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Working from the gun, Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
50, plant. Topper.
Now it's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
It's now second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
80 weapon. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the run, watch the run. It's soft, baby, that's baby soft.
Mike Smith.
42.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Manning. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Khalil Mack gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on first down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Manning, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Whip, 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 whip.
Watch the whip. Pilot, 64, whip. 10. Yep.
Staying open.
Buzz.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, what a move. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Choose the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They will indeed go for it. Vick got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 25 yards that time.
Check, 59. I don't think you got it, son.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on first down. Manning, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Showing up 6-6, pull it high.
Kill. Turn it up.
Yo, go. Go. 42, Mike's 42.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Manning. This is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 43.
Shotgun now for Manning. Finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
30 Samuel West.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey! Hey! Wahoo! Yep.
42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Hey, here we go.
Big Griffin.
To throw, it's Manning. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's got room. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yes. Hey, Haywood. Go.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Here we go.
A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
You draw corpus. Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, high 7.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
All right, switch.
Watch that.
Alert 3.
Hey, echo.
Alert 3.
Yo. Ready.
From the gun, it's Manning. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check three.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Check Mike 45. Know your job.
45.
Now.
Mike, 45.
Hey, seam 6.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Go.
From the gun, Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, switch gears.
Sponge. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Alpha. Yo, go.
You're not ready.
5.
Throwing on first down is Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley. 63 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Come on now, let's go. Back.
380. Good job right there.
Watch the run.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey,
Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Julio Jones. 45 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
50. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Manning now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
64, weak. No. Off. Hey, Delta. Yep.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Let's set a tone. Let's go.
Throwing now is Manning, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go.
Protein spill.
SOS.
Shoot. 5.
Shoot.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch twins. Watch the shift.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
45. Mike, 45.
They do go for it. It's Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but blitz coming, and down he goes. Sack there by Ray Lewis. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
70, Indy. Rock it, rock it.
It's our time. Slam.
Ready?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Let's go, let's go! Flying 90.
Boys, 52. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check 24, check 1.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Shoves him aside. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set 18 Gator.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go, go.
At the 32-yard line.
Hey, exit. Go. Check. Go.
To throw is Manning. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Manning. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me, zipper!
Manning now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Waiting. 20. Drop deep, drop deep. You got double tight. Double tight.
Hey, alert! Good tight.
On second down, Dickerson gets through, and now an opening. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Cut.
On third down, Dickerson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Keep it up, guys.
On first down, Dickerson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That good for 22 and a first down.
Let's go.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight.
On the ground, it's Chubb.
We got 3.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a give, right side. Dickerson, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Stick the oar. Hey, high 7.
Check 26. Check.
Rock it.
Safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
49. Check 49. Hard. Yo, go. Get it.
On first and 10, here's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And the cutback to the sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 22, Manning. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. 3 down. Alert 86. Alert 86.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 down. He's coming. We got double up.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Being chased out left. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? 30 base.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Watch twist. He's checking. Crash.
Check go. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Mike, 65.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check. Reload. Check out.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Single receiver. Check three. Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check.
Smoke. Go.
To throw again, Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 55 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Hey, pick your game up.
Greystone travel. 5.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something. They never really did before.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Good luck for signal.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson.
It's running. That's it, huh?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check 380. Check 50. 14. Hey, watch the screen.
On first down, Dickerson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's General West. He's checking credit. Hey, Delta. Yep. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
On 1st and 10, Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point splits the uprights. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Bravo. Get it.
Manning will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Manning. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Manning again. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? On 1st down, Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Come on now, let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
You're on an island. Jack! Jam him, jam him, jam.
Now!
Over.
Hey, exit.
Roy.
Look at me, zipper. Hit it.
From midfield, here's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
You got three down. Check nickel. Show an eight. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Protein spill.
Check 43.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Throwing again. Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Travel.
You go tight. You got tight.
Yo, go. Hey, wahoo. Go.
You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Throwing on first down. Manning, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Ready.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Shit.
Hey, Haywood.
Twist.
Let go.
To throw again. Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Don't throw my side.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back. Into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run it again with Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, Dickerson muscling free near the... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 73 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
51, Titans 15. Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
Keep playing
line.
hard.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
All day, every day.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man, I got you,
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
I'm coming.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Get it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey. Shoot.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Titans are able to get a score back. The Titans again will line up here to go for the 2-point conversion.
Jackrabbit, come on.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Left pass.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me with this game that he's... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Team 6. Yep. Get him.
Throwing again. Manning. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Check, 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 check. Smooth.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the out.
Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Manning, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Five. Look at me. Zipper 5.
From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there.